Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody's well. I wanted to welcome everyone to my channel and give a quick kind of a channel introduction and a quick update on my new podcast that I am starting. I actually already started, did an interview with Neil Degrade that I have posted already that I highly recommend checking out. So my channel has been started, about when the pandemic started in, 6, 7 months ago. And I wasn't really sure why I started it, and it's kind of turned out into me just sharing readings and analysis of different authors in the philosophy, religion, Christian space. Um, Symbolism is a big focus. I've been inspired a lot by Jonathan Peugeot and the great folks that follow him and engage with his content. And my background is in philosophy, and I have a degree from University of Florida in philosophy, and I've studied psychology and a lot of this stuff for a while. And so I made the channel, and I've shared a lot of readings. Please check out my playlists. And kind of came to me. Well, I've been thinking about starting a podcast of interviewing interesting people that I found interesting, in 2021 here, and I was kind of putting it together and had an um, interesting situation that happened for me to come up with this name of the Rooster's Crow podcast. And what I'm looking to do with this podcast is really engage with people, ideas, and culture that reflect this paradox of the Rooster's Crow. It's signifying both a signal of warning and a signal of hope. The rooster crows at the dawn of the new day, and so I'm looking to talk with people that are intuiting the challenges that are brought on to to all of us through technology, the hyper real and the fast growing technological situation, the disintegrating social and cultural situation, and that are looking at this with a sober mind and are both providing a warning and caution, but also giving hope and providing ideas on how to move forward through this. So that's kind of the idea there. Um, so to go in a little bit to the symbolism of the rooster, so the biblical symbolism and mythology of the rooster is found in all four gospels actually, and the rooster's crow signifies a sinner's repentance of divine pardon through Jesus Christ. And in all four gospels, the story of Peter, who is one of Jesus's closest disciple, Jesus told him he would deny him 3 times before the rooster crowed this night. And Peter was saying, "You know what, Jesus, that's impossible. I died for you. There's no way that I would do that." And it kind of from the Gospel of Matthew, I'll read a little here. Jesus tells his disciples that they will fall away from him because of the events that would lead up to his death. Immediately, Peter answered him, "Though they all fall away because of you, I will never fall away." And Jesus said to him, "Truly, I tell you, this very night, before roosters crow, you will deny me 3 times." Peter said to him, "Even if I must die with you, I will not deny you." And his disciples said the same. That's from Matthew 26:33-35. So Peter did indeed deny his relationship with Jesus 3 times. And it was the rooster crowing right after the third time he denied Jesus that shattered Peter as he woke up and realized that what he done and what that mean and that signaled for him. And it simultaneously broke his spirit, but drove him to authentic repentance and metanoia. So it's simultaneously the worst and best day of his life. And this idea, it kind of struck me as, what are the roosters crowing currently in our world that will call us to a change of heart, to a reconfiguration of how we look at things and see things in terms of our relationships with others and the world. And this really hit me, and I love the symbolism here. And there's a lot of symbolism from different cultures. So my zodiac sign in the Chinese zodiac is the rooster, right? It was born in 1981. And the rooster signifies, because of his behavior. So in Chinese, he signifies the 5 virtues: civil virtue, which was represented by his comb, which looks like a mandarin; military virtue, because of the spur, and a symbol of bravery. Courage is shown by the behavior in obviously fights, and then kindness for sharing food with the hens, and trust for assurance, which announces daylight every day. So these five virtues are signify the rooster in the Chinese culture. Um, and the rooster is when it can signify a kind of hyper masculinity with becoming hyper territorialized or fighting and whatnot. So it's a warning sign of caution there, but it also can signify care and taking care of those around you, providing food, and it's also symbolizes hierarchy, right? The pecking order. And what we've been seeing is this kind of destruction of the idea of hierarchy in itself, rather than the idea of ascertaining and discerning corrupt hierarchies and finding out how to restore instead of destroying. So that's kind of the main thrust. Some other qualities of the roosters, that they're considered protectors against demons. Um, and in Chinese mythology, rooster also means honesty, for marking time in the morning, which is reflective of masculine strength as well. And of course, all of the symbolism is in almost all the cultures reflects this energy of the sun. The Hindus have the rooster as a symbol of the sun. The Shintoists in Japan have the same. And then birds are symbols of protection, intelligence, wisdom, and the divine, since they are messengers between heaven and earth. They also represent the soul because when they fly, they are released from the earthly world. Of course, they are symbols of Christ here. And here I have behind me is I'm actually in the tomb. It's called the Tomb of the Cocks. It's in Beit Jibrin, located 13 miles northwest of Hebron in Palestine area. And this is a third century tomb, and it has depiction of two roosters in a couple different areas. This is the one I could find here. And there's a lot of ancient tombs that were found with the roosters prominently figured and symbolized. Um, so here, the rooster again symbolizes a sinner's acceptance of divine pardon through Christ, and the rooster appears at the catacombs of Rome. There's a lot of great stuff if you kind of look into it. So, long story short, I named the podcast "The Rooster's Crow," and I'm looking to speak and engage with people that are simultaneously reflecting a sign and a understanding in the cautiousness that we should be um, using, but also the intrepidness and the hope of the dawn of a new day. That both. So, if you guys know or can think of someone that I could interview, or you would like me to interview, I have some great ones lined up here for early 2021 that I will share with you guys. But if you guys have any feedback or whatnot, I'm also looking for a good logo, a good artist to help with a logo and things of that nature. But I'm excited about this project and kind of how it came about. I will go into a little bit more. Please watch my first interview with Neil Degrade from the band Dirt Poor Robins. He's got a YouTube page as well. Really insightful guy, really great guy, and we talked about a lot of interesting stuff, from consciousness and music and meaning to the appropriate relationship between the masculine and the feminine. We talked about technology. We talked about, love. I mean, we had a good talk. And so check that out, guys, and give me some feedback. I appreciate everybody. And if this is the first time you've found my channel, welcome. And please, if you feel inspired by any of this, feel free to like, share, and subscribe and do all that fun stuff. So thanks, everyone. God bless, and I will see you soon.